Alright, I ain't did this in a few days. Okay, hold up. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting resituated here. The YouTube chat window is strange. It's like not resizing anymore how it's usually did before. But I'm figuring it out, dude. Figuring it out, dude. Yeah, figure it out. Chat person. Heyo. Yo, it's Liddy. Yo, Fishman with the resub. 2 months. Let's go. Yeah, buddy. Hold up. Okay, wait. Yeah, YouTube's chat window is being fucking weird today. So I'm figuring it out, person. Did I draw that thumbnail? I sure didn't. Alright, let's get some YouTube chat. Sorry. Kick chat was up first, but you know what I'm saying? I'm YouTube chatting it now too. Same time though. Okay. That's probably like a good amount of kick there. Yo, there's be 2 types of BCs, you know what I'm saying? Shit, figure it out, dude. Hold up. Uno momento, you know what I'm saying? I'm almost there. Like I said, it's been a couple days. This music's so groovy, you just want to keep listening to it, you know? Woo! Alright. Oh, it's Quattro. Wait a second. What is up, my fellow tubers? How are we doing today, folks? Oh, my lord. Oh, my lord. Oh, it's real. Oh, it's real. It's been 2 weeks. It took 2 more weeks. That's what I keep hearing in the news. And you know what? They were so right. Why the fuck is... Well, hold on. What did my thing change? Oh, I guess I just clicked... When I click off it, then all of a sudden... then the... I don't know. I clicked on a different window, and then the YouTube chat suddenly works again. So time to redo it again. It's all good, though. Oh, my lord. Oh, no. Wait a second, Adam. Oh, my lord. I didn't even mean to troll you like that, brother. I didn't even mean to do you like that. Oh, my lord. Anyway. So I'm going to zeet these links real quick. I'm zeeting them. Just give me 1 second. Right now we're listening to From Wax with Soul, Classic House, Deep Tech, and Funky Disco Volume 1, 1993 to 2001 on YouTube.com. Alright, hold up though. I'm telling you, that thing groovy though, I ain't gonna lie to you though. Ooh, alright, hold up. There we go. Yo, 99 Nights with the resub, thank you! So let's do some shoutouts here, though. Shout Max94824, Nebulous, Mr. Wizard, Mr. E9000. We got Trash Man. Lame and Kick Partnership didn't come through. You know what? It's all good, though. I just had to go monitor my own situation a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? Making some things work for myself. I got a new furniture moving business. I'm strong enough I could lift elderly people's couches and dinner tables into moving vans by myself. I don't even need any partners. And I'm undercutting even Hispanic people, you know what I'm saying, get it by any means type shit. So, Eggy's plates, you know, maybe we'll get there one day, but I don't have like a healthcare degree or whatever, so I'm learning out how to use the elderly for my advantage in my own special way. Shout Justin Ferreira, Thurag and Jones, Big 12 rep. Athot in the house. Artie Duckface, I thought y'all's was drafted dead by Israel. Well, hopefully not too much. I think have I even been live since I went to go enlist? I don't think I've even been live to even talk about it, but you know, what I will say is the local liquor store had, listen, okay, it's a time of the year, it's a time in the world right now. I need a little sip real quick, okay? But they had these delectable drinks, 20 for 60 cents. It's 20 cans for 60 cents. They were not able to put them out for, how would I say? They tried to sell them 3 cents a can or 13 cents a can or something. No, it was 3 for 13 cents on Friday the 13th last month. They sold none. They have cases stacked up to the ceiling. So, yeah, 50-cent bags, 5-pound potatoes, and it's not, they thought it was rotted. It's not even rotted. They fucking went ahead and they restocked it up to the ceiling again. So, I don't know what's going on, but I'm taking the best of it. But yeah, I'll drop a link to this playlist in the chat, though, too. But shout out to Hugo Webb, Raindrop, Nebulous. I've been monitoring that fish tank situation. No idea what's going on with that outside situation. Well, we're going to talk about it. I fact check, and I go with Act Blue, and we fact check all the Drumpf comments. So I got the most accurate information you could possibly ever get in your brain. I saw Undertone. You guys are gonna review it. I saw it. I don't know if Mumkey saw it yet, but I saw he uploaded a video about pissing on his own hands. So you know he's doing something out there, bud. What's up, Jeb Reggie? Good to see you. Adam the Atom, Survivor, Greek, Sega's Best. I was about to go and get some energy sips. Well, I'm going to crack a sip also myself with you. I got some of those on sale, too. I'm very frugal and very financially dialed in lately. What's up, Fire the Teachers? What's up, Mingo? The Eggy situation is insane. Isn't Eggy every single race at once? He isn't undercutting anyone. He's just him. I'm only mentally Pakistani, so I'm not. You know, I don't have any Arabian in me. I don't got any. You know, the only Asian was the Bering Strait Asians from like, you know, thousands of years ago when they came over and became lay indigenous American. But I'm only mentally Pakistani. I don't believe I have any of that in my DNA. But the way that I'm out here hustling for this money, you know what I'm saying? The way I'm, you know, I don't know. But I think it's just mental. Floyd Booty Muncher said, please shout out my mom. Her name is Volcel Rimjob. All right, shout out Volcel Rimjob. I think you raised a great son. If he's here in the notification gang, you can't go wrong. What's up, Quasimodo? What's up, Dolph Gearson? Little lady today, maybe, mayhaps. Shout out to proper Kick.comers, BBC lover, Stan Sneed, Steve 9F4, Big Out Dakiwa, Dalet, Ian Joyer, Chicken Bone 200, Japanese character name man, Fishman 5678 with the resub. We got the 2-month badge up. It's the good old fashioned. It's the very logo on your screen. You see yourself. And probably the month 3 resub will be the other Eggy design, and then maybe like the 4. I don't know. I'm going to utilize everything I have already that's already existing and is sensible to use, you know. You know, to be honest, it's just probably not going to be super long today, though. I don't really have any gaming planned. I just feel like I want to talk my shit, you know, just talk about what's going on in this world. A little bit. I've been so I mean, I don't even know. It's like, actually, this shit's groovy, don't get me wrong, but hold up, I might need to pause this for a second just because it's that real talk. It's that real talk. Let me get a sip crack here, though, too. I mean, burning the candle at both ends, burning the midnight oil, the daylight oil, the afternoon oil, you know. I don't know if it might even be an under 3-hour situation today. That's, I mean, no, 2 for sure, but I guess I got to make sure, you know, I got enough time for this to course through my system. So let me go ahead and take a little crack of this here. 3 cents a can they're on sale for right now again at the good old-fashioned liquor store. You could go find my quote tweet about it. I'd probably drive up to 50 miles for this deal if you know, considering the circumstances, which we'll speak on a little bit. But a little something to wet that whistle real quick, though. Hold up. They're selling it by the case. They're selling it by these big cases. You know, it's not bad. It's not so bad, really, to be honest. Shout out to Equals 3, though. Yeah, it's like, I've really been spending, you know, kind of, there's a little bit of the old school COVID vibes going on a smidge. I only did just get one because they recently had liters of liquor on sale for like $2. And I got a few of those last week. So, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of a tough thing because I really haven't been drinking as much lately because I've been working so much. I don't think I've had a drink in over, I don't even know, when was the last time did I even have one since, I guess I had like one sip of something last week for our One Piece episode. But it was kind of a meme drink. I didn't really drink any liquor in it at all. Well, basically, the situation is, let me make sure I'm up to the minute with all the real true facts. I'm going to load up my graph here. Holy shit, it's up even more. Well, our good friend, our dearest friend, Mr. Cheeto Jump. You know what? I said we're a big fan of it. We're a big fan of everything he does. We're always trusting the plan. But what's this? Last night. So last night we had $97 oil, and it's within 30 minutes of Cheeto Jump saying, "Listen, folks, you're about to go die for Israel. I'm going to kill every single one of you." They say, "Oh, shit. Man, fuck that. Panic, panic, panic." And they bumped the markets a little bit. People were, I don't know. They think it's going to go higher, so they said, "Oh, shit, let's buy real quick." And then things got kind of cool, and now it's getting all fucked up again. So this is where the last time this happened, like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago or whatever, this is when they pulled out all the reserves. They said, fuck it, we got to empty out all the reserves in the entire world so that we can hold this off for a little bit. And I think the only update since then is, listen, I don't know why Europe needs to just go fight this war for me. I'm getting kind of tired. My ankles hurt. My feet hurt. I want to go home. I don't think they realize that I'm winning. I don't know. It's I like to just have fun with it. I really do. I like to have a good time with it and really just enjoy myself. Enjoy, because what are you gonna do? You get so concerned, you're so upset about things, you get trolled, you get baited, you get upset on the internet, and that's really no good. But it kind of has been. It's been a little bit. I don't know. Nothing should shock me, right? Nothing should shock me. It really shouldn't. It's just it's been hilarious, but also just so confusing because there's people online who they've hitched themselves here. We all went through this kind of same rigmarole maybe back in like 2018, right? I was thinking, remember the heckin' Yang Gang, which is a blemish on everybody's past, I guess, that was involved with that. But the whole thing of it back in 2019 was, Trump, he's not giving us anything. We need some tangibles, like Tariq Nasheed told us. So what we got to do, we're going to go shack up with the Asians because they said they're going to give us that paper. Okay, let's go, UBI. Didn't work out so good. But that was kind of the idea, was that, hey, We're flexing a little bit, right? But that's kind of what I expected again. I always say, please surprise me, world. Please, I wake up every single day, and my heart is overflowing with love. Heterosexual rainbows, which are the ones that God actually gave us, not the perversion. Oh, 99 with the gifted sub! 99 nights, let's go! Thank you, sir. I wake up, my eyes are glistening like diamonds every day. I wake up and I waft across the room like Looney Tunes when they're sniffing the pies in the window, all that stuff. It's great every day. Then I log on to Zeter. I log on to all the I have all the gambling sites, Polymarket, Kalshi, all that, and everybody that's with them, I have them all blocked, so I only get the real, effective, non-clickbait items. I check all my sources. I check the markets, everything like that. Yo, what's up, CEO of Chairbugs? But I don't know where. The big thing is, I guess, let's just keep it real one time with slightly less meme language, is that these hang-ups in global transportation, they affect the fertilizer, right? And so, obviously, we all want fertilizer for many reasons, especially a lot of lime sulfate and whatever else. And we want so much of it for our farms. We're driving, unmarked white vans at 100 miles an hour full of it as much as possible. But the fertilizer's not coming. And I live in Iowa, as some people know. Some people occasionally wield against me as a negative quality. But these farmers here right now, oh my Lord, they're like, I'm getting it from the horse's mouth. About as much as it gets, and it's like, oh shit, we planted, however much, we're talking like maybe at best case scenario, 50% of the usual yield, some even less than that. So it's not like, yo, what's up, ugly, unlovable freak? So the situation, of course. Why is that? Is that muted? Sorry. I don't know why I had that muted, but it's true though. Sorry. Okay. There we go. So it's not the end of the world necessarily, honestly. Like, I like to, it's an engaging thing. It's a rush. It's kind of a bit of a little bit of a ramped up situation, especially when you're on social media, because you get people, it's not good, the monetized ecosystem. It's not a good thing because there's people out there who will intentionally take really terrible and really awful and just the wrong position as much as possible just because it gets them a lot of angry comments, which ends up being monetarily beneficial for them to do it. What's up, Fed Flintstone? Oh my lord.
Raven 1GG Kids just followed on Kick.
Some interesting followers on Kick today, but you know what? Well, thank you to followers for following. If you're gonna watch, you might as well follow, right? Sorry, a little bit off track. I need to sip a little bit here because I'm really trying to measure myself here because, is Nuke Telly still around? I don't believe that I've seen him in quite a while. I was just saying somebody had posted a tweet of his that was an old viral one the other day. And I was like, I still have the Nuke Telly t-shirt, as a matter of fact. Classic. The Nuke Telly Escape from Saturn sweatshirt. I don't know, I've never been a big merch buyer, but I said that man right there, what I'm saying? He was really the real deal. Back in the day, he was around for a long time. So the OGs, they really remember he actually was a sketch comedian, and when he first came around, like 2016, he was sending in his videos for with which to be reacted to, and then he ended up becoming one of the greatest heroes of all time. Yo, I've been in Dubuque, Iowa. It's lit as hell. Doing my homeless nomad swag shit after I got fired from my $85K a year job in Dallas. I mean, like I said, I think where I'm at right now, it is just a bit more of, compared to Auntie's Basement. If it was Auntie's Basement and I had 20 alcoholic cans for 60 cents, I would be blitzed out of my mind, streaming 12 hours a day, sleeping on the floor, all that stuff like that. Unfortunately, just another sign of the times. I'm out here. It's high octane, high intensity living, big city living. I got all kinds of bills and all kinds of, responsibilities and things. And, I'm trying to, handle the situation the best I can. I certainly hope, I do, that, that Trump, this is going to sound completely fucking insane, but, it's part of the headlines I read, part of my research as somebody who's spending way too much time reading this shit, but I can't help it because it's very informational. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Mr. Jazzery!
Jazzery just followed on Kick.
Thank you, brother. Auntie's Basement streams put me through studying in college 17 to 19 times, so that was tight. Yeah, Big ups, Auntie. I thought you were rich off the gambling hack. It's been patched for about 8 months now, I'm afraid. So, and money was made, don't get me wrong. Things were paid off. I did make investments, which is good because I've been having to sell things lately. Have to, I don't know. It's not, it is what it is. It's concerning, I'm just a little bit concerned because, like I said, it's a big thing. It's not even so much right now, but we have the Australians. They're running out of fuel. We got the Asians. They're saying, this was actually, really a terrible thing to think about. I don't know. Something about it. It might be the most black-pilling and bone-chilling thing I read, but it was like the fucking president of Indonesia or something like that. He was like, hey, listen, I'm going to tell you this. Everybody stop driving your car now because there's only this much oil left. You all need to start carpooling. You all need to start getting in buses. And, you know, where I live at, I'm sure the public transport is pretty decent. It's a healthy community, don't get me wrong. It's not Baltimore or Philadelphia or one of these dangerous places. But just the idea that, you know, COVID was kind of chill because we had to stay away from everybody else. I was like, yeah, fuck these people. You know, you fucking freaks, get away from me. The idea of a new situation where we're crammed in with more people. Well, I do believe that the percentage is a bit higher than average, Mr. Montana. I'm like, oh my god, what a terrible concept that I have to spend more time around these fucking freaks. Ah! I was like, I've been calling my senators. It's a lot of fun. I'm calling them and I'm saying I'm like 50 years old, and I'm trying to like debate them about like, I don't understand. Like, can't you just stop supporting Israel? I mean, or, you know, I'm just. Whatever like headline that I could think of, stop watching news that it's gonna turn you into a boomer. It might be just a canon event. I don't know. The COVID might have done even worse to me if I, you know, if I wasn't sitting around and, you know, just being able to sit around in my yard drinking all day. I guess that's probably what I would be doing. But I don't know. I mean, it's just the situation is that we're getting a lot of things that are saying this is what's going to happen. This is what's predicted to happen. So I guess to finish my thought, you know, Trump said like 2 weeks into it, he's like, listen, I'm going to tell you like this. Iran, the AI generated it all. It never happened. The AI generated it all. I'm keeping that, you know, I'm keeping that as a possibility. I think, you know, the PsyOps, they're hot and heavy. It's the hottest and heaviest they've ever been, perhaps. Just because I'm seeing so many people paid off, which is why I kind of bit my tongue for a little bit, because I was like, well, maybe nothing ever happens, and maybe, maybe, you know, maybe if I just kind of chill out, observe, monitor the situation, stand back and stand by, maybe I'll see what kind of money's getting thrown around here. You know what I'm saying? Man's got to eat tubes. Not say, but I mean, it's pretty humiliating what I've been seeing. You know, like trying to emulate yourself as like the new 35-year-old Dick Cheney. It's like, bro, brutal. Song of the summer prediction. I've really been back into the rapping again. So, you know, if you're following me on YouTube, what's up, Fuggerks? Shout out to Make Do, by the way. Shout out Random Guy 396. Shout out Artie Duckface. Yeah, thankfully I do still have Scooty Puff Jr. So, you know what I'm saying, in a pinch. Nothing ever happens. I mean, it's true. Well, it is kind of happening right now because gas is, the gas is up. That's about it right now, right? But I guess everything else is that I'm taking it with, you know, I'm taking these Pepe the Frog people at their leisure. You should stream full time now. Well, you know, it's definitely always a possibility, and I do enjoy to do it. Hype Max said $7 a gallon in SoCal at the highest. Which, to be fair, I think we are trending in a direction of record breaking. But hold on, I'm sorry. I haven't drank in a little while, so I think it's just a little finicky with me. Those 3 cent drink and just you know, annihilating my immune system or whatever. Excuse me. What's up, BZ? I've been cycling my whole life. It gets old, but it's good exercise though. They used to get on me about it because I loved bicycling when I was younger, and they said, "Well, no, it fucking mashes you. It mashes your whole system down there as a guy. It makes you infertile." I was like, damn, is that true? I don't know. I had a nice cushioned seat, but they're like, oh yeah, bro, you can't be riding bikes, bro. It's gonna mash your fucking balls. I was like, ah. But yo, what's up, King Froglet? Random guy said Australia's gonna be fucking shocking. They only have enough up till mid-April. Yeah, Australia's kind of got the worst of it both times, right? Because in back during COVID, they got like kept inside like literal camps. That was pretty terrible. That was pretty horrible. Did I really upchuck? No, just That's how it sounds when I sneeze. People outside my house can hear me sneeze through like 3 walls from here, so. Yeah, man. I feel for the Australians for sure. It's like, ah! Ethan Ralph streams 12 hours a day getting drunk and high off Xanax and somehow still alive, so he'll be fine. That's, actually, and you know who? Actually, Ethan Ralph just followed me on Twitter right before he went to go get married to his porn star wife in Las Vegas, so, you know, I was like, well, I've been hearing some things. They're complaining. They're saying, oh, they don't like Ethan Ralph's getting arrested all the time. Listen, you know what? The certain state that we live in, the status of our society, where there's a Cheeto, and he said, now I understand there's probably some nuance to this, because obviously we know about all the fraud that's going on, the Quality Leering Center and everything, but a nice little bite from yesterday's dump speech, where he says, listen, folks, we don't need daycare for your children. Fuck your kids. They're going to die. I hope they all die. You know, Medicaid, it's a bunch of Somalians. They're low IQ African mongrels. They walk on their knuckles. You know, we could agree on some of these points. They walk on their knuckles and their giant light bulb heads. We're taking away all the money for all the social programs. We're giving it to Israel. We need to buy some more bombs. Social media apps are the camps. Hey, you know what? Welcome to my... I ain't gonna lie to you, because I've been doing this gig work, right? I've been doing this stuff. So a big part of it is, so I'm moving furniture for senior citizens, that we got like multiple senior citizen housing facilities around here. And so I've been putting up affordable, you know, moving. It's easy to do, really. I mean, it doesn't weigh that much. Unless they got like one of these full, like super full solid wood dressers and cabinets, but most of the time, they don't. Yeah, Kick's available. Kick still has some censorship, of course, but, you know, that's why we moved over to have Kick as a secondary option, is because YouTube deletes like 90% of messages that come through these days. It's an idea. Oh! 99 nights with the gifted! Let's go! Mucho gracias, mucho gracias. Always feel free to tweet at me, too, if you have any new sub emotes that you would like added, too. You could use those on anybody's channel. You can follow your heroes like Kino Casino, whoever else. Asmongold. Does he do that? I guess I don't know which side he's on. I never really followed him that much, but... What's up, Kimosabi? Anyway. Most of the world unironically operates on something called just-in-time economics, where stuff is one supply away of running out. I think only America and China are safe from that. Yeah, it's, well, we already have the plastic resin is now twice the price. Yesterday, it went up, doubled in the commodities market. We have the new surcharge, USPS, 8%. Is that 8%? Is that right? Additional charge on every package for a fuel surcharge fee. Today, it was announced, April 17th, Amazon is now adding a fuel surcharge on every single purchase. Cumulative percentage of the total of all your items, even if no matter where it's coming from, you're getting charged an extra tax, essentially. Hold on, sorry, I'm gonna look at Jess and blow my nose real quick on. Sorry, excuse me. That's from all the sobbing I was doing this morning about the state of affairs. But it's also, it really is humorous, though. I mean, I can't help it. It makes me maybe a bad person. I don't know. But when I'm watching the reaction online, God, it's just funny. It's hilarious to me. You know, it's like, some of us were calling for acceleration. Well, we got it. I mean, it does make you wonder, of course, because you think to yourself, well, that's in 1%. This is where we kind of get caught up sometimes, because Young Dolph just followed on Yo, hold up. Should we do a Young Dolph style freestyle for such a momentous occasion? I like Young Dolph type beats. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It just came out, as a matter of fact. Brand new beat. Hold on. Utilize my skill set here as there's an animal breaking into the room. What's up, Riakari? What's up? Woo! Thank you, Mr. 99. Whew. Hold up. Cheetah! Whoa. Squat. Squat. Woo! Hey. I heard they running out of gas right up at the station. Well, if you need that gas, you can come right to my Live Nation. Yeah, I'm talking about the concert, but I do not need a venue. Show up to my live stream on my kick.com and then you get so litty person. Yeah, we pouring up dispersing. Yeah, I'm sipping on it good until they take it off the earth. And I was smoking back in the day, but now I need my lung capacity. If you need some barrels of oil, then you can come ask me. Woo! And I got neighbors too, we gonna fillet 'em. And guess what, bitch? Yeah, it's that Mad Max Nation. I told you back in 2018, we going in. Backs to background music, well, I gotta make sure you can hear. The beach is secondary, and my life necessary. I'm coming in, blowing shit up. Pop, 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 it's so incendiary. And I'm gonna send them there, see? No, really, I'll send them down back. And I'm gonna do them down bad. It's CWG, I'm mound that. Woo! Mound like the burial that my ancestors in, and you gon' be like them, I ain't sparing none. We gonna get you dizzy, then we gonna get you dizzy too. Spin, 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 yeah, just like it's a Rubik's Cube. Woo! And I'm the truth that's true, and you better come through. I spend 18 hours every day, and my check is blue. But I got it for free because you gifted it to me. I got an annual subscription once, so that's my time, you see. I gotta get enough. Let them know I'm about to get it up. Like I was taking something else blue, but I ain't chewing stuff. No, I'm just hopping out in the Bentley truck. I'm chewing stuff. Oh, I'm talking about your storefronts. I'm gonna do them up. Go, go, go star with the 6-pointer. I'm E-double-G. I rap just like Lucas Joyner. But I'm the white version. Yeah, I'm a race enjoyer. Ooh, it's okay because I'm NASCAR race enjoying. It's Mr. Big Man. You can see it around my waist. I broke the waistband. And I look out at America, it's a wasteland. And they say they gon' drop some nukes, give me a taste, man. I hope you hit New York, Los Angeles, wherever else. I've been there all before and really already is hell. It's hell on earth, so you can take it right off, you ask me. I won't lose sleep, in fact I might just sleep more peacefully. You want a piece of me? Okay, I got something for sale. It's CWG, man, I'm shipping that right through the mail. I ain't talking about flesh, bitch, I'm talking about that pressure. I'm about to be so pressure, yeah, my cortisol is extra. Level, level, baby, all I do is level up. Blink, blow, bitch, the ooh. Blink, bow, bitch, the bezel up. The diamond's lowest ever, so I had to get them, I had to stack them, let me go, I cannot resell them. But that's my trophy, baby, yeah, you know I'm prevailing. It's C-double-G, I see the fall is prevailing. And when the smoke clears, bitch, you know I'm still standing. Woo! Ooh, rich bitch. Biggie, apocalyptic. Squad. Ooh, Rich King, I'll think about signing that. All right, live market says another 40 cents a barrel for a total gain of 11.58% on the day. But we're averaging out now. We got how many more hours left for you? Stay tuned. Why can I not rewind the stream? That's a good question. Is that what I don't know. I mean, Kick should have that. Is YouTube doing something today? Uh-oh. I mean, Kick should. Uh-oh. I do see that YouTube is not allowing rewinds today. I don't know why that is. They must have changed something that I guess I have to see what it's all about. I don't know. That's very strange. Well, my apologies that YouTube has done that. I don't know. Like I said, I've been here for a couple weeks. YouTube disabled rewind because of the NASA live stream. I guess, you know, we have been hearing about that. The memory banks supposed to be dropping now, but I think the memory banks have just been inaccessible. They've been very overloaded or very underfunded, something along those lines. But let's see, though. Maybe it's between. Okay, so you can go rewind it on kick.com/MaxSchwinn. Link is pinned, I believe, in the YouTube chat if I'm not mistaken, but maybe I'm wrong on that too. I don't know. Kind of a quick and dirty kind of situation today. The boomers are seething. Okay, hold up, wait a second. Just like Asmongold and all these people too. Did you disable DVR on YouTube? It's in studio. I don't know. I don't. What's up, Andrew Jackson? The studio, I do it all through my third-party software. I gotta respond to a business message just real quick, like. But that's a big thing with it too. So I think this has been something of a, there's a synergy going on here is what it is. Because I have been doing gig work, right? That's what I've been doing. I was a little short of the necessary viewers. I will say this much. So, Kick, it saves all, I hit all the numbers for followers and all that stuff. That locks in. It never takes it away. But I just need more viewers, basically, I guess. I don't know. They told me to get a view bot. I guess everybody view bots on Kick to get that. I'm not doing it right now, but, maybe it's an idea. Anyway. So I said, all right, well, let me go ahead. I'm going to lock in for all the gig work. Fuck it. It is what it is. Let's see what it do. Now, there's a problem, though, with that. I need to look at my phone like this all day, every day, because that's when I'm getting responses. I'm getting the messages to my phone from the ads that I'm posting on Facebook and, on the bulletin boards at the senior center homes. And also, I've been selling some of my things, just extra stuff that I don't need. Really, honestly, I don't need it. Thank you, Tubes No Beat. Much appreciated. But yeah, if you want to suggest, hit me up on Twitter or DM me on there. Suggest even free emotes. You know what I'm saying? We'll load all the things up. We still got plenty of spaces to do that with. But yeah, so because of it, I am spending a lot of time looking at the old phone and waiting for these responses because, I'm saying, I'm trying to make some money. So it's, I could just leave the, the notifications on where I'm going to hear it. But I do have this phone. I don't know if you can see the cracks in it very well here. Maybe it doesn't show too good, but phone's cracked up. It's a $30 phone to begin with. It has problems loading notifications, kind of. You have to have it open, unlocked, and staring at the notification bar to make sure, because otherwise sometimes it'll load notifications hours late. So that's on me. That is on me, but it is what it is. So it all kind of just comes together. So what am I doing in the meantime while I'm waiting for some calls?
Aggie, if you can hear me, you were right about everything.
Herrick Air Realisiri sent $1 Netanyahu made a deal with Trump for safe passage and political asylum for his whole family to Israel after he leaves office if he started war with Iran.
I guess I've been hearing this lately. Thank you for that support and that message, by the way. Much to think about. They're saying that companies are leaving America to go to Israel, allegedly. And I think that that's already been something for a while. I can remember back in the Snowden days, if you were there in 2012 or whenever that was, part of the whole Snowden leaks was he said, oh, by the way, the NSA storage banks, the NSA data banks that have all the information on American citizens, they have copies of all of that in Israel, and that was the only one that got taken away. The Xbox Kinect was patented and designed and made by Israeli companies. Iran just bombed the #1 production company in the world of transsexual hormone therapy treatments, which was coincidentally headquartered in Israel for some particular reason that nobody quite understands. But the thing of it's The motherfucker's getting kind of bombed, though. I don't know. I mean, listen. Is this the situation that we've seen before? The good old-fashioned image macro where we're Hiroshima versus Detroit. Maybe the bombs aren't. The socioeconomic conditions could be even more debilitating than an explosive weapon of sorts. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I'm seeing, and it could be, you know, you definitely need a something of a discerning eye. I'm telling you, you know, I'm really getting a good, I don't know, I think this might actually be like a skill set here. Hear me out on this, because I've gotten to the point now where an Indian with a fake European profile picture in their ChatGPT message, I can get like 3 or 4 words in, and I know that it's an Indian with ChatGPT. I'm getting very acclimated to the kinds of messages and the kinds of tones of the AI messages. I feel like there's something to, you know, I mean, I feel like there's something there. I feel like it's not completely and totally useless and completely and totally worthless. The boomers are terrible about it. When am I going to finish the May Sook arc? Well, I guess I could probably boot it up and check it out. There's a setting in the phone about data usage. You'll do notifications every few hours to save data. That could definitely have happened. That. Could you hold 3 fingers? Oh, yes, of course. Yeah. I mean, I guess I can't put the Chad filter on now, but it is what it is. Yo, what's up, Just Why? Oh, my Lord. Today is my birthday. You glad to have you streaming as a gift? We already know what time it is. Hold up. You already know what time it is, Tubes. You know what? Over here on the Eggy stream, we still wish happy birthdays the old-fashioned way. You already know what time it is. Curse Neil Mohan right now. Well, different? Hold up, wait a second. Hold up, we're going to do it a little different right quick. Classic. Oh wait. Okay. Wait a second. Wait. How's this sound? Oh yeah, if you haven't seen the clip, there's that. So Indians are using like Snapchat filter AI technology to turn their bodies into like blonde hair, blue eye, white. Like, hello, sir, my name is Nick Svedberg. I am here to sell you my Google Play card insurance, sir. I was like, well, I see your hair's clipping through. Hey, thank you, Grisu. Take care, brother. I see your hair's clipping through your face. Could you maybe put 3 fingers in front of your face so that I, you know, can make sure that you're not artificial intelligence? Like, yeah, it's 3 fingers, sir. I am white man, sir. And he like pulls like a diploma off the wall. It says like from White Man University. He's like, look, sir, I am white man, sir. And he's like doing this. He's like, yes, 3 fingers, sir. You see, now please give me your credit card, sir. He's like, no, just in front of your face, like right in front of your face. Like, sir, I do not do that. No, why would I do that? You are disrespect. You are disrespect. And like fucking like that, like the JPEG is all like fucking warping all over his face. It's looking like fucking N64 graphics, PS1 graphics. The polygons are starting to fly off. He's looking like the fucking boss from Star Fox. Ah. You're too old to be shouting like that. It's called What Keeps Me Alive. You know who else is shouting right now? The boomers are out shouting right now. Draft our kids for Israel. Kill everybody for Israel right now. So I need to match them. It is what it is. All right. This is the special song here. It's Just Why's birthday combined with anti-Neil Mohan, combined with anti-Israel. Which, India and Israel, they're the number 1 allies of each other. India has really replaced the U.S. as their greatest ally at this point. So true. Ignis Sixum. So true. All right. Woo, 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 woo. Let me tell you like this right now. My boy Just Why in the crowd. It's his birthday party, we gon' get down. Oh, we rockin'. Neil Mohan, he trying to stop it. But here comes an Iranian rocket. It has Epstein memes, they were glued on the seams. And the duct tape's all over too. Neil Mohan, he's all with the crew. In Tel Aviv with the Jew. They're trying to suck each other's cocks. The bunker buster hit the rocks. And now that does, Netanyahu's not in public. He's not been seen for weeks. He's turned to something that you can turn to when you're not Jeremy Meeks. Yeah, he didn't never give up. I mean, never get up. He never got out of bed when the rockets come. He was sleeping and dreaming about children, just like Donald Plump. Now they both got turned to mush, and I'm out here with Just Why. We're having fun on a Thursday afternoon. We're rocking in the groove, we're rocking in the groove. Taking off like a NASA astronaut named Taekwon, yeah. He proved that Earth was flat, and I know that they're not gonna like that. They tried to make AI-generated cartoons. They said, no, it's round, that's true. But guess what? I know it's not the truth. Neil Mohan is drowning in his own poo. Cause he was oh so scared when the Iranian rockets ozone cleared. Yeah, it started going boom boom. He was out there in the street making doo-doo. And now what is true? He's out of here. He's AI just like Joe Biden last year. I mean 2024, whenever that was. He was always a hologram. And Lindsey Graham was in Disney World. He was trying to abduct children. So let's make sure we tie him to a rocket too. The next one Iran launches will do, yeah. Politicians, they must be afraid. There will be reparations that are paid for the gamer nation. We are just salivating about the payment that we are due every single day in this nation. And shout out to Just Why. I hope you have a great birthday situation. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. What's up, Bow? How you doing, brother? Spice Bear in the house. We got that man Duke Nasty, Hype Rapid Joyer, Simon Berent. See, I was loading up that regular old Sneed, but they call him Yahoo because he's stomping on Goombas like Mario. Okay, facts though. Trook. And so on. Let's turn this up for a little second. I'm about to order a giant 16-inch meat feast pizza. Wait a second, let's go! You know what? Call me Barack Obama because I'm eating meaty pizza on the regular. Okay, wait, a little bit more. Look, another minute. Oh yeah, well, I don't really have a timestamp for this mix. I don't know when it starts like transitioning to the next song. But I'll cut it down a little bit though. So true. What's up, SH? How do you do?
Eggy, if you can hear me, you're right about everything.
Memo Me sent $15 for steaks for your cats.
Well, thank you so much, Memo Me. What's up, Pepsi Man's Dumpster? Goonie Tunes, not Plooney Tunes. If you know, you know. But we'll see if we can get a personal thank you from one of my inhabitants here. Cloud.5.7 said this stream is not productive and we'll remember it for later. Oh, my Lord. Well, let's see here. Well, you see, it was interesting. This clip was going. It's in my today's news tab on Zeter, where Blump said, "If you didn't have me, you wouldn't have Israel," or something along those lines. But he said that during the debates with Kamala too. So I don't know. Amazon's fulfillment service will begin levying a fuel surcharge. Okay, well, I guess the fuel surcharge is actually for the sellers, but they're saying perhaps it could be put forward to the people. I'm not sure. The dated Brent crude oil is $141 a barrel. Does that mean some shit that's, I mean, what are they? They're aging oil like wine? I don't even figure it out. Yo, Eggy, how many viewers to make you need on Keek? It's a little tough because what's up, Soy Jacks? So to apply for partner, it has to be an average of 75, which, you know, it's a little bit much. I mean, it's, you know, it's up there for sure. So right now I think we're averaging about, it's based on like 80 hours of stream from like you know, the last month and a half or whatever since I started the account, which I'm not sure. I thought maybe if I left it alone a little bit, it might homosexual
just follow on Kick.
Thanks for the follow. That's right, of age oil. The Daily Mail reports that Pamela Bondi begged to keep her job in an intense showdown after being accused of an unforgivable offense. She leaked details to Eric Solwell about his relationship with an alleged Chinese spy. Folks, it's libertarian guys with Asian wives all the way down. For goodness sakes, oh my Lord. That's why she got fired? No! I lost 40 pounds. Wait a second. Hold up. Shout out to Soy Jacks. So, I don't know. It's a little tough. It's a little tough because Kick is still I love the site. It's a lot of fun. It's higher quality than YouTube streams, like as far as the the video quality and everything like that. But I don't know. It's tough because it's like the the whole average thing. Like we had like the first couple of streams we had it because we were getting rated by Jimbo and Beardson and all that. Like I might just view bot that shit. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, because I mean I don't. It's tough. How do you do it? Because it's like if you do like 100 hours at a low amount of viewers, it's like you got to do so much more to. I don't know. I'm not too concerned about it right now because I got Eggy's Movers LLC. It's there, and I'm moving tables for elderly people. They pay me like $10, $20 just to like pick up a 20-pound table because they're walking with walkers. They can't even stand up without a walker. So it's like, I don't know. It's interesting because these people like they have children and they just abandoned like their children just like went and abandoned them. Like so I watched through all of Sopranos for the first time earlier this year. If you don't know about that, maybe cut a little music back on. So for the first time, I did that. Yeah. And Tony Soprano's sister in the show, her name's Janice, and she's like this flower child or whatever, right? She's just really whatever. She has like children she's abandoned and everything like that, This homosexual guy's talking a lot like White Dom. Is that you, White Dom? Is that fucking you over there on Kick? I don't know. That's kind of weird over there. I recognize Australian people call it buns. Australians are the only ones that call asses buns. And you're all caps like him. I don't know. You're giving me deja vu right now. Anyway. So they have these kids like, well, Valerie, she went over to Italy to find herself back in 1987. And then she had 17 kids with 18 different fathers, and she was just finding herself, that's okay. Back when I was a child, women had to wear bonnets over their heads, and we had to cover our ankles still. So when she had 18 children with 30 different men, I said, that's really empowering. But, ever since, about 20 years ago, she got into that fentanyl. And, she's in the program now, so that's okay. And she met 7 different men and had, 5 different children with 7 different men in the program, and that's okay. I did see her in 2013, and she still had most of her limbs, so, it's all right. I'm like, gee, this is terrible. Like, yeah, I'm just here to move your table like 10 feet. This is you're cutting into my dollars per hour here. Yeah. Oh well, I just haven't talked to another human in 3 years, so it is what it is. Moving tube. I had the thought, it's probably you can't really do it. Hold on. New message from Dexter Podcast chat. Let me see what they're talking about real quick. Oh my lord. Dexter Resurrection Season 2 announced. So Mumpke said we're watching for the Dexter Virgin Podcast. We're watching every season of every one of them. Was Eggy Movers inspired by Viper's Free Movers? I can't say that it was. I didn't know. Actually, I have sold. I hate using this word, but old people have trauma dumping. It's very true. I mean, you're sitting there and you're suffering for like 5. I mean, it's like being a prisoner essentially. Although I've been working in senior communities because it's just you got more there. I don't know. I guess like the employees can't help them move stuff because it's like a liability or something. Which is very beneficial for me, of course. And they don't want stinky Indians that poop on their floor to come in there and like steal their credit cards or whatever. I come in, I look like Santa Claus at 35 years old, before the gray kicked in. All the obesity's there, but not the gray hair, and I'm looking like a friendly gent, and I just push a table. I think really they just want to they just would pay me to come in and like just sit there, but I think that's like not really like there's no way to really do that because it would probably like go bad, I guess. I don't know. People would abuse it for something or whatever. The laws don't want to do it. I'm not working there. No, they have like a community board there that has like, oh, they play Parcheesi. They play fucking whatever, like these old. It's something with like a bunch of like little pins, like little like a bridge. Yeah, they play bridge. They have like bridge night. They're like, oh, prepare your will with our legal, with our legal services. It's really not much going on these bulletin boards. So I put up, I say, Toby, fast moving, easy, cheap. That's what I'm doing, because it started off back. I was like, damn, I'm saying, like, what's a man to do to make a few bucks out here? Uber Eats in this city, man, is over with. Mohammed Ranjit. There's about 50,000 people in the city named Mohammed Ranjit, and they take all the Uber Eatses and they take all the DoorDashes, and you can't even. It took me like a year to even get approved. I actually did it a long time ago when I used to come down here for work with Mumkey, just to have it as an option if I needed to make a few bucks quick. But it's so oversaturated, really it is. So I was like, I'm trying to think about what I can do, to utilize my assets that I do have. I'm a 255-pound man with a decent amount of muscle, and I could lift a couple hundred pounds of some shit, So it's like, and older people, they can hardly walk. I was like, honestly, it just kind of made sense. I was like, because what are they gonna do? If they want to even just move a bed from one side of the room to the other because the lighting's bad or something, nobody can do that for them. They can't do it. They're stuck. They're fucked. Nobody can do it, Is it too late to start YouTube? I'm very autistic about numbers, and I fear that starting in 2026 is too late. I've been told that TikTok is really where everything new is happening, and I've been told I'm very stupid, and I would make tons of money on TikTok if I wanted to go join it. But, so yeah, join TikTok in 2018. It's really their fault for not having a working site or working app. When I first joined it, you had to create your own music just to have a background sound to it. And that was back when Instagram still had where you could take shit off Spotify and everything they still do now. But anyway, the old people need help with their finances. You seem capable. Why are you still so hustling? I thought you made bank at the casino. It's been patched. It's back in September 8th, 2025. I remember the day. There was something called Pragmatic Play. I don't really even wear the shirt too much anymore because it's more of like a sign of its time. But there was a game called Money Roll that they had on the digital casinos, and it had a 99% payback rate. So what you would do is you would have your account and you would charge like $100,000 to your credit card. I probably did like $200,000. What was it? I think I was talking about Twitter. So you charge about $200,000 of buy-in to your credit card, and it's you get like 5% extra on every buy-in. Then you go and you do the what the fuck are you doing in there? I could hear through the vibrations in the walls. I could hear them scratching the walls through my headphones. Anyway. So you did all that, and you spun it through, and then you got the extra. You got like the 4% on your hundreds of thousands of dollars of buy-in. It's one of the ways. It's called what was it? It was that sweeps, advantage play, whatever you want to call it. I tried to. If you were here the other month, a few months ago, I had some people from A24 that were contacting me because they said they were making a Black Pill movie and that they said I could have a cameo. I told them, okay, cool. And they've never responded ever since then. So I think they just... there's so many Black Pill look-smaxer movies. There's one called The Substance. I never even heard about it. Never watched it myself, but I guess that already came out. There was one I just watched the other day called The Ugly Stepsister. Same thing. They got like this movie they're making. It's like based on a dramatized clavicular. It's like already in production. Hollywood's going crazy for Black Pill looks-maxing content. They're trying to make like it's going to be the new thing. They're going to make like 10 Black Pill looks-maxing movies, but they're trying to cut me out of the conversation. So I was trying to hit him up, and I was like, well, you weren't there for this is what we were doing with we were fucking the banks up last year. We were fucking the casinos up last year. We were fucking these rewards programs up last year. We were doing anything and everything, and they wasn't patched yet, so we were able to make thousands of dollars a week doing that shit, So I was like, hey, you want a real movie about something you haven't heard about yet? Hit me back up. They haven't responded. They don't care. I said, well, I keep losing. Virgin Mountain. It was a Black Pill movie from 2015. That does sound familiar, but no, I know about the one they did, the Love Shy documentary. That was real kino. What do you think about Black Pill going mainstream? Well, I always thought it was inevitable, so it doesn't surprise me that it happened. Elliot would make a killing these days being Clavicular 2.0. As that androgenic guy linking up with Sam Hyde. I mean, they are not your friend. That's very true. Agnes. Or can I call you Anus? Is that what your name's supposed to be? Anus? All I'm saying is I'm over here. I'm over here lifting couches over my head for $10 in senior citizen living homes. And I'm watching, I go on my break to go eat like a tasteless sandwich that I get for free because they make too many extras at the fucking hospital or whatever. They dump all these shit in a fucking, they plastic wrap it and they send it to the fucking senior homes out of the hospital buffet or lunch room or whatever. It has no flavor to it, but it's something to keep you going for free. Then I go onto my phone and streamer clips like, yo, Clavicular gets $300,000 donation from fan who wants looks maxing advice. I was like, I mean, I don't watch this stuff anyway, but I'm like, interesting. If you have 80 viewers on YouTube, why are there not 75 on Kick? I mean, it's different sites, I get it because, if I've been on Kick now for a couple of years because I like to watch some of the stuff on Kick, and it's pretty legit. But you definitely wouldn't... I mean, YouTube has everything. It has all your music on there for many decades. It has all kinds of stuff on there. So it's just more people on YouTube, and that's fine. Well, we either get there or we don't. We're having a good time. We're having some laughs. We're having some fun. We're talking our shit. You know what? And that's... Honestly, you guys are my only friends in the whole world. You know what I mean? Like, I just sit here and I do this, I sit here in the dark and I do this exact same thing. I scroll through Twitter and I just like talk to myself in the dark, which is why I'm, so prepared to always talk about shit. But, to be here, no matter what, 1 viewer or 1 million viewers, it is the blessing that I'm so gracious to receive. And I wish things, what I'm saying?
Eggy, if you can hear me, you were right about everything.
Incel coworker sent $3. Thank you, Eggy, for the stream. Also, did you get your chip box from the mail?
Nope. I let, you really friend anyone in chat has. Well, I wouldn't even judge you, you know what I'm saying? That's how it is. How are you supposed to make friends as a 30-year-old man? Go live, bro. Become a pro gamer, dude. Figure it out, dude. No, Mumpkey's like my conduit for the P.O. box. He goes ahead, he checks that shit out. And if there's anything for me, he drops it off on my porch, so. What's up, faceless bounty hunter? When I go on the subway, I just keep repeating everything is a humiliation ritual over and over to myself. Out loud keeps people away from me. So true, Mr. Insult Coworker. Shanard!
Shanard just followed on Kick.
Scroll up for Kimosabi. If you just tuned in, you know what I'm saying? Here, in fact, I will even show you. I could do it. Oh, yeah, and the private equity firms, they're having like 40% of their entire inventory being pulled out. All right. Listen, I'm going to tell you like this, all right? I had a little sip, no, saying, this is today's liquor sale at the liquor store. This is today's liquor sale from the liquor store. I just pulled this off my Twitter. 20 cans. 20 cans for 60 cents. 20 cans. No, it used to be $7 a can. I don't think that's really true, to be honest. I got 20 of these for 60 cents today. It's a whole case. A whole cardboard pallet for 60 cents. So I had to crack a little one for the one time, know what I'm saying? Does it have calories on it? Whoa, product of Republic of Moldova? Oh, hell no. What the fuck? Moldova? Man, I couldn't even point out Iran on a map before. No, it doesn't say. It just says it's grape wine, drink responsibly. Moldova, they got it like that for real. So yeah, much appreciated, Moldova. 20 cans, a whole case. It's like this in your hands. It fills up a whole back seat of my car. One of the seats, one whole full seat of the back seat of my car. 60 cents for the whole shebang. So it's tough times right now, you know what I'm saying? But let me go read this real quick here. Eggy, you could be a big streamer by claiming to be the godfather of the modern black pill movement and mentioning your ties to Nick Fuentes. I kind of leaned into it a little bit, and I did actually get, I got like probably an extra 1,000 followers on Twitter about it. I think we got some extra YouTube followers or whatever. I'm just a very touch and go. I'm very dynamic about this shit, you know what I mean? Because things change, they do. That has been pretty consistent, don't get me wrong. But I'm a man, I don't put on a costume. I don't put on a uniform necessarily. Because a year ago, I was like, yeah, you know what, Blumph, whatever. It was pretty chill, you know, and I was doing all right. Life was, chill. It was a chill thing going on right now. Iran war times, there's people at the supermarket, they're flipping entire shelves over. They're like, I can't pay my fucking bills! Fuck! They're flipping shit over. Connie Carper
just followed on Kick.
Well, that's a name right there. Include your social media stuff in your portfolio if you want a cushy job. You would think that would work. I've tried it on a couple. There's a couple that I've done where I thought maybe the numbers at least would mean something. It should have. I'm not going to lie. I've seen some of the people they did hire, and it didn't really add up to me. But I guess I got a reputation for destroying the world. And that's okay. Chemo Side said, Eggy, since you're moving boomer haul now, you need to tap into the antiques economy. Legit, just lowball them with cash and sell their antique for one-of-a-kind price. That's pretty fair. I guess that reminded me, so I did sell to an incel core musician, an accomplished guitarist. Shout out to Old School Dave, by the way. Shout out to JPJ. Pretty sure I shouted him out, but just to make sure, shout out to Fortunate Snort. The Viper jersey, or the Viper sweatshirt that I was gifted promotionally about 5 years ago. It was a $500 sweatshirt. I just sold it for $300 to an incel core musician. It is a one of one. I don't know. They might have only sold like 3 or 4 of those in the whole world. So, that was pretty decent. That was pretty nice. I have some of this Glow Gang stuff that I bought back in LA. I spent like $500 on it about 3 years ago when I was making a lot of money. And I went to resell it, and it's like not even worth $50. I'm like, damn! Chief Keef fell off, bro. Come on, man. Chief Keef. How is Chief Keef getting more falling off than Viper? Viper's a fucking predator. He's in prison for 30 years for rape or whatever, Oh, my Lord, Chief Keef, bro. I mean, it's cool. I like it's nice quality clothing. I've enjoyed wearing it, It's a little worn, but I'm like, man, I don't know. I'm looking at it, I'm like, damn. I feel like I bought the Trump coin before he got elected. 99% reduction. No! Breaking news. Trump.
Eggy, if you can hear me, you were right about everything.
Testicular torsion grow %. $1 black people are created when their mom accidentally shits on them while giving birth, and then neonatal skin is thin and absorbent like a frog's during the first few days of life. So the poop sinks into the skin and saturates their skin color, poop color.
Well, I believe there's a lot of truth to that in Mumbai, so I'm pouring up a little more of my Diet Dew, you know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to the Waltons, though, one time, $1 for a 2-liter, really holding the gamer down right now, you feel me? All right. Trump prepares 100% pharmaceutical tariffs on imported drugs. All right, tariff check is coming still. Oh, my Lord, trust that plan, tubes. Faceless Bounty Hunter said, I just watched 28 years later Bone Tower, Eggy, only for the end of the movie for them to talk shit about fascism and populism and show a white guy raising a black daughter. The movie forced you to see a brown clock on the alpha zombie 40 times. Cock, not clock. And then a Jimbo Zoomer sub-alarm. That's right. Well, who's that guy? There's a guy on YouTube who has some very good film reviews. I should probably go. He's got like a particular name on. Oh yes, Wyatt Stagg. And he hasn't posted for quite a while. He was on Odyssey. Last time I checked his Odyssey, there wasn't much on there either. Let me just double check again to be sure. And yeah, he hasn't posted it, but he's got a 28 days later review from a racially aware angle, and I gotta tell you, that definitely put me on. The most recent film that I watched was a Swedish film. I don't know if I could even, I don't use my letterbox very often, but holy shit! $40 to the PayPal from Nowhere Speed. He says, praise Eggy, curse Neil Mohan. Well, I better curse him again. Thank you very much, Nowhere Speed. Very much appreciated.
Eggy, if you can hear me, you were right about everything.
Incel coworker sent $3 in the letter to Cobes song. You said even Cobes would go on Facebook Live with 8 viewers. You're like him. Also, you won the Malcolm in the Middle kid bet from the Fred 2 Is It Kino X movies with Malcolm marrying an Asian woman.
That's right. What are we reviewing next? Our next Is It Kino is going to be for the Super Mario Galaxy film. I just went to the midnight showing yesterday at 12 a.m., which I kind of regretted a little bit because I'm like, damn, I'm going to bed at 12 a.m. every single day for the last long while. But it was a big... There was a ton of 50-year-old Redditors that were all there for the midnight release. And I got to say, it certainly wasn't as good, in my opinion, as the first film. It's very fan service heavy. It's almost like a Smash Bros. Movie because they like shoehorn in a bunch of, there's Mr. Game & Watch, Fox McCloud, Pikmin. There's all these things that get shoehorned into the film that really aren't relevant or necessary. It's kind of, I don't know, it's all right, and it's just like the original Mario movie. You do need to see it in 3D. It's not very substantial in any kind of way, but you watch it in 3D, it's fun for the fan service for sure. But me, Mumpkin, and E-Rich are, yo, wait, memo me with the 2-month resub! Much appreciated, thank you. But yeah, if you want some red pill takes on cinema, Wyatt Stagg, I couldn't recommend it enough. If you like to listen to my film reviews about how, Clifford was a red-pilled movie, Clifford the Big Red Dog, 2022, whatever the fuck that was, you can't get enough Wyatt Stagg in your life, I assure you. But anyways, I just saw that because I was going to go look. I said, well, if you follow me on Letterboxd. The Ugly Stepsister I just watched. It's a Swedish film. I don't know if it was nominated for something. It's a take on Cinderella. But it's really actually a very compelling film. I guess it's supposed to be for like women for their late eating disorder or some shit like that, probably. But the idea, it's about like Cinderella's stepsisters are looksmaxers in the 1800s. They get a nose job. They have the fucking surgeon. His name is Dr. Aesthetic, and he's hitting them in the nose with like a fucking chisel and a hammer and like smashing their nose into pieces. Yeah, they get fake lashes put on, sewed in with a fish hook. They need to lose weight, so they feed the women tapeworms to make them lose weight. They feed them cocaine to get them like enough energy to fuck Prince Chad. What else they have going on? It's just tons of crazy shit. It's like it's really it's actually
Eggy,
Kino.
if you can hear me, you were right about everything.
What's up, Coffee Blanket?
Torsion grow I percent $1. I just started a new job that pays $70K and I do maybe 30 hours of real work a week, and nice ladies in accounting bring me cookies. I made it take the white collar pill and flex on wagels, and blue collar souls make my fucking burger wagey brokey bitches.
I mean, it's so very true though, Mr. Testicular Torsion Groper. Like I was saying, whatever that thing I was talking about a little bit before. About, making, like, back when I was able to pick up extra work and stuff, prime trucking days I was making, like $1,200 a week after taxes. And it was, like, no work at all. It was, like, literally just show up. I mean, I had to check, I had to inventory my load a little bit, but it was nothing at all. It was essentially just as much work as any regular shift. I just had to spend some extra time on the road. And I got time and mileage for that, too. So it was like nothing. I mean, and you get paid minimum wage, and you have to like literally rip your own eyes out and your own teeth out and just die for nothing. It's so I didn't even tell you guys this. I don't think I've went live since I went to go enlist. I said, you know what? This is before I figured out that I could do the moving furniture thing for the money that I was trying to earn. I said, fuck it. You know what? why not just go against everything I've ever said in my entire life? Why not just go against all of my beliefs and morals? Because they told me, they said you can't be more than 210 pounds to be in the army. So I said, fuck it, I'll go enlist. I'll go enlist in the army. I'll go die for Israel right now. I can go see Black Sun over there in Israel. Fuck it, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. Let's just see what happens one time. It's like when I used to go ask out 500-pound single mothers with no teeth that were bald and they had 18 kids. It's like, I want to poke the bear for a second, see what time it is real quick, you know? So I went to the recruitment center. I got there about 5 minutes after opening, and they had all the windows blacked out on the building. All the windows blacked out, which was an interesting choice. But I was like, well, swallowing my pride. Fuck it, I'm swallowing my pride. It is what it is. Certainly, nothing ever happens, and they'll probably give me all kinds of benefits or something. I'll never die for Israel. It's going to just be, I'm going to show up, and bada bing, bada boom. So I got there, and 5 minutes after opening, the door was still locked. I was kind of jostling on it a little bit. They had like just a regular old, it was like just a regular handle, not like you'd have on a door at your house, but it's sort of like a door to a mall or something. It was like a thick metal cylinder with like the metal edges, like whatever. So I'm kind of standing there, and I'm like, it doesn't feel good, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like these people. You know, I don't think. I mean, listen, I have veterans in my family who we're all cool, but like it's pretty. You already know that it's you're just doing this because hopefully you don't get drafted, and hopefully you could just be in the chair force or whatever and suck it up for a minute and get the benefits, right? I'm thinking, all right, I'm gonna get out with a disability or something because, with my massive obesity, I could just trip over my own ankles one time, be good to go. But I'm sitting there, boom, 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 and I was like, I don't know. I felt like, do I pound on the door? I'm like, God, this doesn't seem right. I don't know. The windows are blacked out, but not really fully. Like there was kind of maybe about an inch of space there, and I see these guys who appear to be, I guess like Dominican. Because they had these like tight skin fades, and they're about like 5'3", 5'4" in their garb, and they kind of looked a little bit like if a dog got turned into a human, not like in a pit bull way, not like in a positive way. They kind of look like an Animorph cover that like got stopped before the end, and I was kind of like looking in the thing there for them, and they're like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, am I going to, like, beat on this door for, like, something that might be, like, a halfway Animorph golem creature? For $20,000 a year? I mean, listen, beggars can't be choosers, but, I mean, I was already puking just to show up there. Like, fuck, you might as well carve a Star of David into my forehead, for goodness sake, just to even show up there. But I was like, I don't know. It looked like, I guess, like, if you took, like, Hassan Piker and you gave him about, like, 25% more Indio DNA, took about a foot off of his height, and like pulled his skull out with like some kind of magic pulling tool. So you had like this is all recessed here, and this is all like extended. That's what the guy looked like that I saw through the little crack, and it just didn't inspire confidence for me. It just I was like, oh my God. No, I was like, I could have just broke down. Like, fuck it, it's over. Oh God, what am I doing? Holy, this is what it is? This is where we're at? Oh my God. Oh my God. The Oompa Loompas are going to send me to die for Israel? Oompa Loompas with recessed chins and jawlines are going to send me to die for Israel for $20,000 a year? Holy fuck, where's the 12K, chat? Where's the 12K? Just go. Ah! That's what I felt like. What? Come on, hey. What are you complaining about over there? Oh. Excuse me. I thought I heard something, but I did not. What time is it anyhow? All right, we're good. All right. Just sign up for the Z in Ukraine. They give you generous bonuses and family subsidies. I don't think they let you sign up for other countries as an American, but I think they kill you for that. But you know what? Certainly is on the option. Certainly, me and my dad were talking. We agreed that future wars are going to be with robots and drones instead of boots on the ground. Your thoughts? I think probably we would be having that right now for Iran, but I guess the way that I understand it is that they have a very mountainous terrain that makes it very difficult for that. Now, I want to be fair here because, to be fair, I am kind of a mongoloid, and I do get all of my information from Pepe the Frog memes and from Wojak cartoons. So I might not be who you want to trust all the time for your most sensitive plan-trusting needs. The plan might be so trustable right now that I don't even know how trustable it is. I'm just kind of doing my thing at the same time. Anyhow, I do just want to mention this real quick from Incel Coworker. He said, you won the Malcolm in the Middle kid bet from the Fred 2 Is It Kino featuring the Movies podcast. Malcolm will marry an Asian woman. And for those who haven't seen the trailer, their child is fully Caucasian, so that's interesting. I don't know. Have I ever done something in the vein of Tommy Wright III? To be honest, probably the old Stevie Steve's probably the closest, but I wonder, certainly he's been popular enough for them to make a beat, a type of beat for him specifically. How about this one? That might be alright. How about this one, though? I want some that's... It should be kind of a little bit slow. Actually, hold on. There's one that I had here. There's one that I had that... fuck it. You know, this is actually one that I actually made a... I got this one in particular. This is actually a song I was going to do, but I didn't have anything for it yet. But maybe the time is right now, folks. A little Fed Post redacted type business. I'm thinking maybe it's real. Do we have any particular sort of particular thing that I should be talking about, though? I guess it's the situation we're in, right? I guess this is my John Lennon's Imagine. This is the heterosexual version. Let's run that, you know what I'm saying, that volume down a little smidge, though. How's that sound? Very loud still? How about a little more? Very loud still? How about a little more? Very loud still? How about a little bit more? Okay, I think I can work this. Woo! We out here living in these wild times. I'll talk to him. Big E. Woo! Max it. I'm on netkick.com right now at the same time being live with my YouTube peeps. I'm trying to get a couple dollars, couple bit of cheese. As you can see, I know that we all so weak. Ooh, at least that's just how it feel. We're out here packing steel, trying to just figure out where we gonna get our next meal. Hold on. I'm trying. I gotta do a real Tommy style, huh? Remixture. Ooh, one time, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to make this a little more laid back, a little slow down. Hold up, let me tell you right now. Woo! I was out here just trying to be a gamer man. They said that I am the same as Taliban. And why that is because I stand up as a man. Whatever they try to put right up in my hand, I throw away. I say no sir, no can't do that. I gotta be standing on biz always. In fact, I gotta stay all on my P's and Q's. They ask me, please, could you die for the Jews? And no siree, you trying to draft me, I ain't 33. I'm 35 years old at the same time obesity. So why you need me to go up that chopper stick, because I'm really lit and I have been so with the shits. I'm locked in, dialed in, never been prescriptive written. I'm never taking psychological addiction is. No, I like to sip the whiskey with the brothers, the hoping that I could shoot so well right out the covers, right out the buildings, but that's just not what I've been feeling. They trying to get me sicker than some penicillin. I'm needing a C-double-G, rather be with Sneeden. And fuck the system, I can't wait until the final bleeding, yeah. Mr. Trump, let me ask you this. Why can't I get the tariff check really quick? You out here shooting children by the hundreds, and you been sucking dick, and I heard you fucking kids. Mr. Trump, man, can I ask you this? Why you rubbing Dorito nacho cheese your skin? I'm trying to figure out and get as rich as all you can, but the way that I see it, dump, you've been living in sin. He found a man, his name was Jared Kushner, and you with him, you must be way high off the kush, sir, because I heard he loved to kill babies. I heard that he foaming at the mouth with the rabies and worship Satan on the daily, so I've been hating. Fuck this whole nation, if they with that conversation, they wanna be converting to them perverts and raping virgins. I'm trying to side up with the Persians. I want Tel Aviv to get a purging. I want to kill them all as soon as possible for certain. And that's not an actionable threat, so please don't drone strike me. I just do not like to see my tax dollars taken so lightly. So rightly is what they're telling me, what they're doing. I hope that a lot more Iranian missiles get to booming, and the Israelis so it'll get to moving as soon as possible and get everybody, ooh, yeah. Get them out of there, you feel me? S-E-double-G, you know that I always keep it the real squad. Woo! Clooney sisters, I don't feel so good. Well, what's a plume to do? Let's see if, in the meantime there, if any great plan trusting businesses are going on. Red Lobster is bringing back endless shrimp, which originally bankrupted the restaurant, per Bloomberg. So that is great news, folks. I am very happy to hear that, certainly. Most excellent, most exquisitely. We have a new update here from the Iran situation. Y'all always stay tuned in to the latest and greatest, folks. New breaking news from Shargzadeh. Well, it is what it is. Shout out to Frazzleface. Shout out to Sweet Al. Time to grind some bronze beer. Listen to Egg Knowledge in the background. I'm happy to be here for all your desired needs. Shout out to Sama. So good to see you, Sama, as
Eggy,
always.
if you can hear me, you were right about everything.
Shout out to normal
Incel
username.
coworker sent $3 Eggy. I only trust you in giving me news and insights. Malcolm technically married an Eskimo lady, so kinda Asian. The chip's still in the USPS route, so maybe soon.
Okay.
Talk about the quartering's wife having a Jewish bull and goes to Bull's gym.
Eggy, if you can hear me, you were right about
What?
everything.
Anonymous sent $1. Most of the U.S. shrimp comes from India.
Trojan horse, folks, just like Neil Mohan and all of his cohorts, they love to put those Trojans on your computer, and I'm not talking about the, oh, why can I not think of that off the top of my head? The safe intercourse material, Okay, Google, what's that scientific term for condom? It's prophylactic.
Scientific terms for a condom are prophylactic, which refers
Yeah.
to
You don't hear prophylactic too much anymore, so they call them rubbers. Them rubbers. Crazy Lokes has now been inactive for 2 consecutive years. That is, it is very disheartening. I'm not gonna lie. So the quartering. Oh, he's 400 pounds. He's shitting his pants. Folks, this is terrible. Thank you, Justin, though. The quartering, I love the quartering. Oh my god, my favorite YouTuber to be honest. But because Jeremy Hamling, he is a real true example of Wisconsin excellence. Jeremy Hamhocks, you don't get money like that in Wisconsin. You just don't. I've been all around the whole state. Even the drug dealers in Wisconsin, in Madison and Green Bay and Milwaukee, even the big-time drug dealers who are linked up with the cartel are earning slivers compared to people that are Minneapolis, St. Paul. I don't know. They're just very broke. But Jeremy Hamhock, he's making big money. He's out there. He's in the fields. He's in the cornfields. But what's a man to do? You go live. You make 6 vlogs a day. That's even more than that really ugly Jewish guy who was the big thing on YouTube like 15 years ago. This guy, Jeremy Hamling, he makes so many videos a day talking about big topics. I go live. Folks, Donald Trump, he had his faith advisor, Paula White, and she said he's the new Jesus, and he started sucking his own cock at the same time. This is absolute blasphemy. Talking about it for 7 minutes. A 7-minute sliver, I do that 12 times an hour. That's just, I got it like that, 7-minute slivers, big buku bucks, right? But you want more. What do? You bring in hot adult film stars who are reformed trad. He brings in his trad film stars from these adult films, has them on camera, sets the camera extra low to the cleavage. Well, guys, I'm going to tell you like this. So this is what's going on right now. This is pretty crazy right now. So Donald Trump right now, I'm going to tell you guys what he did right now. And make sure you guys like and subscribe. And make sure you guys buy some Coffee Brand coffee. What we're talking about what Donald Trump did today, folks. This is pretty crazy right here what just happened, folks. The fucking camera, it's 8K camera zooming into every single skin pore on these porn stars' cleavage. He can't even, he's looking at his own fucking Discord. Folks, this is what happened with Donald Trump today, folks. And he owned the libs. Yeah, this is what he's doing. It's out of control. So this guy is fried on every cylinder. He's making $10,000 a day selling resold Chinese coffee. It's made out of synthetic fentanyl and plastic beads. He's hiring porn stars to host his podcast while he's watching them 10 hours a day or whatever. He's buying airplanes, somehow he's accumulating $30,000 of debt a month while he makes $100,000 in profit a month. He's so overextended. So what is there to do for a man like this? What is there to do for a man like this who's at such an incredible overextension? He's so indulged. He's firing on every cylinder at once, Well, unfortunately, we found out because Mr. Jeremy Hamling, was taking his wife to the gym, and he was auctioning her off like a slave auction to the bulls. Yeah, so make sure I'm... There was a man named Shlomo Goldberg... And I don't know, it fit Quartering's specific fetishistic needs. The woman sees his $1 million a year income off of this completely mind-rotting nonsense bullshit. She says, "Well, I can't walk away from this situation. He's got RC cars and he's got airplanes. I can have all the cheese I want to eat every day." He says, "I just got to start sucking guys off at the gym." Really, I mean, wow, this is like the Minecraft YouTubers do this. Jeremy Hamling, he's doing it now. They call it the Epstein class or the Epstein tier, whatever. I think they're saying the Epstein class. This is what the Iranians have been saying as they repeatedly drop bombs with Epstein's face painted onto them on Tel Aviv over and over again, 20 hours a day, which is really something that we all give an upvote, by the way. But as long as we're not getting attacked for it by these charges that they're passing through the Congress now, we can't get any kind of immigration reform, but it is now a crime to criticize Israel. They're taking people. Speaking of Wisconsin, the Wisconsin police, they assisted a man being detained in Indiana? I think it was Ohio, actually. He got detained in Ohio because he posted on Facebook with a Star of David meme on an officer's face. He said, this guy's a complete Israeli slave. The Wisconsin police drove hundreds and hundreds of miles, spending hundreds of dollars of gas that the taxpayers had to pay for because they charge them up with these company cards that the taxpayers have to compensate. Hundreds and hundreds of dollars of taxpayer money to drive down and detain one guy. They didn't even arrest him. They just picked him up and brought him to another state. So it's pretty crazy. But anyway, it's just a common symptom of a person who is very low IQ. They're getting lavish lifestyles from this nonsense, and they get so maxed out on drugs. He's very. They say he drinks a handle a day. Jeremy, he's high as fuck all the time. He's taking pills and alcohol on the regular. He's got whores around him all the time on the regular. He's going to every nook and crevice to continue to expand his degeneracy. And you know what I would hate to say? Let me refill my Diet Dew here. Certainly I would hate to say that somebody in this situation is going to end up finding themselves to where this depravity that is so common and so typical here, it causes people. Have we seen? Well, like Elon Musk, was it named Ashley St. Clair, former prostitute, really depraved and sick person who does horrible things. She tried to be, heckin' Chudderino for a couple of minutes, and once the heat got put on, it's back to being a libtard again. So. Jeremy Hamling, he came from what? He came from playing fucking card games with children or whatever. He's playing children's card games for a living, unboxing $40,000 of the Pokemon cards that are pre-ripped. He's buying scam cards that Indians are printing out on fucking parchment paper from fucking Reynolds Wrap, cardboard boxes, all this stuff. He's spending $40,000 on it because he's a mental invalid. Really unfortunate stuff. I mean, he's made a lot of money, but you see, it's these things, it's these catch-22s. The fact that he's a mental invalid who bought $40,000 worth of Mountain Dew cardboard that had Pokemon painted on it is the exact same reason why he had the wherewithal to spend hours every single day for the last 5 years making 10-minute long vlogs about Reddit posts and not be completely mentally destroyed by how disgusting and sickening this lifestyle is, And that's also why he's happy to give his wife away. Does he have a family? Where's the children at? He weighs 500 pounds. He eats gallons of ice cream per day while jacking off live on camera like Darkside Phil. It's frankly sickening and horribly offensive. I can say this much. I've never watched 1 minute of anything he's ever made. I've watched some people talking shit about him. I hate to be a hater, but I'm just saying, this is where you end up at. His wife is not able to reproduce. Well, maybe that's for the best if she's getting dicked down by strangers every day. Either way. Big ups Medican Cope and big ups Cooked. For real, for real, for real. Thank you. And so Anonymous once again said, please check your shrimp. It might be coming from India. Speaking of people who I find particularly loathsome, thank you, Anus, for the follow.
Ignis6M just followed on Kick.
Let's talk about this. Another thing that happened recently. Okay, we got the picture here. Empath Chan goes to the supermarket and attacks black people. So here we go. We have Empath Chan on the right here, and we have a random African on the left here. So you don't know about this if you don't follow me on social media. You would have had to follow me very closely for years to know about this. So there's a woman named Empath Chan. Something somewhat infamous on social media. Empath Chan messaged me back in 2021 prior to the Virgin Fest concert, the infamous thing that took place. Turkey Tom has a video about it, millions of views. You can go look that up.
Eggy, if you can hear me, you were right about everything.
Incel coworker sent $3. Could you link up with DBDR4 and is it Kino episode on the movie Cranked? He has an Instagram and goes by hat_flying.
Okay.
Also, Jer was proud he was friends with top members of a sex cult and Jer tried to cancel Reactor and praised him for stealing.
Whoa! Wow. What a fucking freak. All right, I got a new comment on Instagram. What was this here? What's my new comment? Oh, yes. Jordan Keysrove said, nice to see you having fun with Keemstar. That's in response to me being with a giant gnome statue. Oh, whoa, what's that? Alex Duwong has passed away at 42 years old. I don't know who that is. All right, I'm going to hat_flying. You said it's on Instagram? Is that, is it flying hat? Let me, 1 second here, 1 second. I'm going to, hat_, oh, okay. Yeah, hat_flying. There's nobody named, it says there's nobody named hat_flying. I'm going to try that again, hold on. Maybe if I load it up my browser on. This page is not available. Well, he's got something different now. In any case, that's Crank? That's the one with Jason Statham, right? That's pretty key now. Yeah, I would go ahead and watch that for sure. Anyways, so I do remember when YouTube had DMs. I have the proof to show it. I clicked follow because the search page didn't work. Yeah, I might be shadow banned on Cake. That might be a problem too. I guess I have been kind of against their terms a little bit, so maybe that makes sense. Anyway, so Empath Chan, yes. Recently, Empath Chan, who you see on the right here with the blue hair, was in some Scottish market and said, "Hey, you fucking African fucky." She used a different word. It starts with an N. And they started freaking out, and then she ran away. "Oh, they're chimping, and ran away. Empath Chan, you know, I got to know back in the 2021 days, that individual would constantly beg me to send Zier money for Zier's naked photos. I said, "Fuck you, disgusting prostitute, stop talking to me." But Empath Chan then, at that time in 2021, I made a joke about an African-American individual that was funny to me, and Zier went on to Twitter at the time. I was banned from Twitter, didn't have one, and said, "Everybody dox and shame and attack Eggman Rodriguez. He made a disparaging comment about a BIPOC," and they said at this time, Zier said, "I only date black men and I love black people, and this is a fucking disgusting chud," because this Empath Chan, she's begged me for like $5,000 in my DMs for that wanted to come to United States and do all this like influencer grifting shit, and said Zier would suck my cock and so on. I was like, yeah, fuck that, man. Hell no, you nasty bitch. Because I saw those pictures, the unedited pictures. This is the worst part of the whole situation, probably from top to bottom, is Zier got like 10 different plastic surgeries over the last couple years, spent like hundreds of thousands of dollars of OnlyFans revenue on plastic surgeries. And this may or may not be the person in question, but this is what Zier looks like regardless after hundreds of thousands of dollars of plastic surgery. Possibly the most felting of all time. I will say this much. The video, however, was pretty humorous. And it did lighten my heart a little bit. It did lighten my heart a little bit about the situation. I was like, you disgusting fucking grifting monster trying to extort me. Hopefully you get hit by a steamroller as soon as possible. But I thought that video was pretty funny though, so I said, okay, maybe it's chill. But yeah, the African people then took a reverse shot. Whatever that's on camera does not even look human. Chris Chan mogs the shit out of whatever that is. So all I'm going to say, you spent $100,000 on the first 10 plastic surgeries. Either get a refund or go back and raise another $100,000 because that shit's still looking crazy. I mean, I'm sure a nice toothless, blind Scottish sheep herder is more than ready to wife it up. But figure it out, dude. So while I'm talking about the current events, we got one there. But yeah, DBDR for the movie Cranked. Do we have a little bit of an interesting? Let's see here. Is it Crank or is it Cranked? Because there's no film called Cranked, but it says Crank is there. Let's check it out real quick. This is the movie that I am familiar with. This is supposed to be the right one. How much longer today? I should probably. Unfortunately, we're getting to 2 hours right now. Sorry to say, I do have a podcast I got to work on, so I probably should cut it up pretty soon here, to be honest. But Have I watched Juice on YouTube? I am familiar with it, but I've never. I don't think I've ever watched it at all. I was on a Tupac kick many years ago. I watched Tupac Resurrection. I might have watched Juice back then.
My name is Chev Chelios.
I mean, the fact that Jason Statham is bald is already a fantastic and positive thing for sure. God, I can't believe we've been live for 2 hours. I haven't even hardly done anything the whole time. Just having fun, though. That's what I wanted to do. I said, I'm sorry. They need to listen. All I'm saying is that America, we're going Mad Max mode, dude. $50 gallon of gas by June as it stands right now. There's going to be no food on the shelves. I'm starting my own compound in my backyard. I bought a prefab shed. I just planted 50 pounds of potatoes I got for $5. I'm growing giant potato stalks. I'm growing bean stalks to climb up in the clouds to hide. I'm doing training. I like how Sam outside of his office does like jiu-jitsu training for the neighborhood every day. I'm doing training over here. I got like all my neighbors. We're doing jiu-jitsu together and all kinds of stuff in the yard. It's going wild right now. They said electricity's running out of electricity, running out of gas pretty soon. All plastic. There's never going to be no more trash bags, garbage bags, plastic bags at the store are gone, sandwich Ziploc bags, they're running out of those. If you have plastic parts of your car, those are gone for the next 10 years. Even like this mouse, this is all plastic right here for my mouse. You know, I had to buy a couple more of these because they're going to be gone for 10 years pretty soon. So we're eating our neighbors. Do I like Book of Raw? I like the slot machine called Book of Raw. Maybe that's something I'll do before I wrap it up here. And I'll probably do like another 20 minutes, honestly. Sorry to say, I mean, it is a short thing today, but I had to re-put myself into the grounds here, but I do have work I got to go do here at the top of the hour, so. All right, let's see if this film looks like some pure Kino, though.
And today's the day that I die. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I've been poisoned with some kind of Chinese synthetic. You gotta do something for me, Doc.
They gave you the Beijing cocktail. It's cutting off your adrenaline. If you stop, you die.
I think the cinematography in this film was, it's got a 99% RTP, or is that Book of 99, I guess, I'm not sure. They had one, what's that one? It's not Book of Ra, but it's like an Indiana Jones ripoff. It's got like the yellow orbs, the yellow compasses or whatever for the bonus round. It's got a super bonus to it. It was from Pragmatic, so I'll just say this one more time. The reason why the casino shit died off in September is because due to lawsuits, they shut down the #1 casino. Is called Pragmatic, the #1 game developer in the entire world that had the best odds, you'd always win. And for whatever reason, that's the one they chose to shut down. I think it was really a plot by the government because you would win on these. You didn't lose your money. You would win on Pragmatic slots. And the government, it killed the casinos. It killed all the casinos in Vegas because you never win. The fucking casinos in Vegas will steal everything forever. You'll never win. But these Pragmatics, you would actually win. So everybody stopped going to Vegas, and it killed the whole city. That's why the government banned it. So you know.
Now, I've got 1 hour to settle a score. Say goodbye to my girl, and go out with a little style. All I have to do is stay alive long enough to make it happen. What'd you say?
Clear?
Where's Baron? I don't know where he is.
You're so stressed out. What's the matter?
I need to tell you something. I'm a professional hitman.
If you're gonna break up with me, at least you can tell me the truth.
Wait!
Now come on.
You're supposed to be dead! Your whole crew is history.
I mean, this would be such a film for an Kino. I can't lie. I've seen it before, but I mean, it's just action, bald. I mean, what else? Those are the two #1 components for a good movie.
The unidentified man behind today's mayhem is making his last stand.
is Jeff Chelios, and today's the day.
Jeb Jelios. Oh, my lord. But speaking of which, let me go check my free play. They got something called, it's reddit.com/r daily cash list. And it's got all the casino bonuses. They got one loaded up here. Let's see if I can bust into a bonus, though. Oh, my lord. What else we got? Nah, fuck all that. Ooh. Oh, shit. Oh, wait. I got a Minesweeper. All right, here we go, folks. Oh, my lord. Minesweeper time. Maximum win of $6. Here we go. I'm going to hit the corners first for sure. Easy money. Money, 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 money. Ooh, money. Center time because we love to be centered. You know what? Actually, I'm just going to take... can I take that? Yeah, fuck it. Oh, whoa. What, $3? What? Hold on. It said $3. That can't be right. That's got $3? Okay. Clicking it. It can't be $3. Oh! What? I got $3? Yo! Let's bet the chalk here. What do we got going on here, huh? Give me that fucking Scarab cash. I'm ready for that Scarab cash win. Here we go. I've been waiting on this motherfucker. We got $4 to work with, folks, here. $4! What's happening in June? I guess I must have, I guess I did win a little bit on the, I don't know. I did a little bit on the, I think I want to try 30 senses on this. I think I'm going to go for 30 senses. Because I did some 20 senses and it was not hitting. So we got a little bit of 30 cents to work with. It's tough. It's tough here because, you know what I'm saying, it's low odds. But if it's going to hit, it's going to hit. Here we go. Oh, come on, baby. Here we go. Oh, a little something, something if you don't mind. Ooh. I'm not super optimistic, but, man, it sure would be decent, though. I can't lie. Come on. Couple more chances at romances, and survey says it's completely over. Okay. You disgusted gambler. Well, they give me free money. It's really just just to see what time it is. Rob Schneider wants the draft. That is true. What's happening in June? Is it a famine? So right now, all the fertilizer for the entire world is shipped through the same place that the oil and gas is. So nobody's been able to get any fertilizer. Thing about fertilizer compared to oil and gas is that you only have so many times in the year where you can plant food. So right now in America, we cannot plant our food because the fertilizer is being held up along with the oil and gas. So really, they can only plant what they got on hand. So they've been basically making statements saying, hey, a lot less food being planted this year because we just don't have any, we can't do it. There's nothing it is what it is. It's all being held up. It's all locked down from the war. There's nothing to plant. It's nothing we can do about it. So, how will all the extremely fat people in the U.S. survive? It's a very good question. If you have like certain medications you need, I don't know. It's, there's a lot of dicey looking things, certainly. I've been doing $3, $5 spins. I live in Serbia. You know, the big spins are a lot of fun, don't get me wrong. It's just I like to get a little bit of, at least some kind of chance to maybe think about something happening. They didn't give you free drinks where I live. Yeah, I don't think they really give free drinks in American casinos anymore. I haven't seen one in a while. Chester Bennington has a cameo in Crank 1. RIP, for sure. Crank is the movie that beat Brokeback Mountain at the Oscars. That's a good question. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm getting some, I got some free spin in the background right there. We're going to have a little bit going on, and I don't mind that. I blame my gambling issue on you. When you stopped streaming, I won $17K and then lost it all and almost, if you didn't lose more than what you put in, it's a win. That's one of the things you got to know, gambling. That's why I really actually know. They say what it is this fucking kick.com. It's all based on casinos and it's so predatory and all stuff like that, for sure. I get that. I do. But at the same time, I always like gambling.
Eggy, if you can hear me, you were right about everything.
Mr. Wizard sent $15. Americans will have to eat 1 instead of 5. It's literally over. Big ups.
I completely agree with that sentiment. It is truly heartbreaking indeed. Sorry, that was I have a little more free spin playing in the background here, and then I think I got the tab muted. I think that's all I had for this site. Yeah. So what I got like a couple bucks here to work with. I've been really waiting on. Once again, it's the same Scarab coins. It's the new game. Where's it at? Where is it at? Why are you hiding it from me, you bitches? Come on now. Where's it at? New games, fresh releases. Okay, there we go. If you get a kick, you're actually fucked. You're permanently addicted to gambling. I've been addicted to gambling my entire life, so you're most down bad. I'll tell you, actually, I probably never mentioned this before, actually, but there was a time where this was actually at a real casino, and I was chasing a must hit. So at the casinos, they have something called a must hit, where you it's like, all right, after a certain amount, or once a thing on a screen gets us to a certain amount, you will be able to get into a bonus, or it has to pay out a certain amount. And so basically what happened was it was due, it was going to hit this must pay, and I was like, all right, I was trying to get it to hit a little bit sooner, of course, but it looks like I just not, ooh, wait, I got a little something. Okay, I got one more spin here, and it's over. Okay. It was tough. So I was trying to chase it, and I had about maybe $1,000. I put in the 1,000, and it was for like, it was probably for like 1,200 or something like that for this jackpot. So I was like, well, I put down the 1,000. I was like, okay, fuck. Okay, well, I went and I took out a little bit more, and I took out like another 700 out of the ATM, and I lost that too. So I didn't even win anything. I was down like $1,700, and I only had like $20 to last me until my next paycheck. That was pretty tough. Was it $1,700? I'm trying to think. I feel like it was. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I can go back in my bank statements and remember, but maybe like $1,600 I was down. That's the most I've been down like in one session for sure. I've been down like $1,000 in a session. I've been down, $500 for sure, $600-700 for sure. But I think like that $1,500-1,600 where I was down to like my last $20. I was like, fuck. Just enough to drive out of the casino, basically. It's pretty bad. But once I won like, 30,000-40,000 last year, I was like, well, this equals up to it. It's all even now. I lost, $15,000 at the casino, but I won $30,000 from the online casino last year or whatever, and well, technically I won a lot more than that, I guess. But there's certain things to it. It was like pure like win-loss chart. I was probably up like 30,000-40,000 last year. But then, we're buying in with special credit cards to get extra bonuses. Excuse me. I'm getting like the gold cards where like I'll spend $5,000 this month, get an extra $500 statement credit. So then there's like extra 500 there. Extra 1,000 here, 2,000 here. So that's how we kind of got a little extra skimmed on top, but I kind of all made it up in it. But my best session probably, I think I probably pulled like I probably won like I'm trying to think. I don't think I ever won like $3,000 in one sitting. But I definitely had like $2,500, $2,400 in one sitting that I won for sure. So it's kind of an easy come. You hear us, I lost $1,500, $1,600. It sounds like a lot, to do that. But at the same time, I could lose 1,000 and win 2,000. That's just what it was at the time, and I just don't really have it like that anymore. So it was what it was. If Evil Eddie hits me up and says such a thing to me, who could say? You ever play Willy Wonka slots? That was probably the most legit machine with actual payouts. Literally made Blade hundreds in Vegas. The thing about the Willy Wonka machine is you have to play it in Vegas. Because I played it in different states. I played it in Missouri. I played it in Illinois. I played it in Minnesota. I played it in Wisconsin. The Willy Wonka machine, it's something they call a WAP. W-A-P. It's a wide area progressive. And so it's not just, you got like 10 different casinos that all pay into the jackpot on that. So you need to be in a city with a lot of action to get good payouts on the Willy Wonka machine. But it was still fun to play because they have the Oompa Loompa bonus where they play like Oompa Loompa Doompa Doo, and like the Oompa Loompas are like surfing on these giant fucking peppermint sticks, and like the peppermint stick goes up, and that's how you win more if it goes all the way to the top, and with the wild symbols or whatever the fuck. But you have to play the Willy Wonka machine in Vegas because it's a wide area progressive, yeah. And those ones, if it's anything with like $1 million jackpot, it's a wide area progressive. If you're playing a $1 million jackpot in a city with like 20,000 people, it's never going to go off because statistically it's almost impossible for that to happen. But if you do it in Vegas or Atlantic City, those go off, I mean, probably a couple times a year, based on the metrics of when I used to go down there type shit. So, Truk, though, ADHD is real and the meds do work. Joe Rogan retards say it's fake or goy pilled. Well, I certainly have always enjoyed myself a little bit of that medication. I probably have it, maybe, I'm not sure. But it is very addicting. It's like I said, that's why Jeremy Hamlin, he does what he does, and I was in Vegas a few weeks ago. The games are shit. Computer blackjack is a complete scam. It sure is. But the seats are comfortable, though. The multi-game seats. I'd play. That's how I got in. Where was I at? I was in Black Hawk in Colorado. I earned a free prime rib buffet because I sat there and played multi-game roulette for like 6 hours, just winning $5 back and forth. Did I do a neighbor eating freestyle? Not really. I hate to cut everybody off so soon. It's only been a couple hours, but I technically have to go do some work here in about 10 minutes. So maybe I'll go ahead. I'll be back tomorrow, so don't get me wrong. We're getting back to it. It is what it is. I'm really stretched thin right now. I'm really working a lot of hours again right now. It's not what I love, but it's what I got to do right now. The everything's so crazy right now. I've really been having to, do my thing, and I can only be around for a limited time today. So, afraid to say, but it's all part of getting back and not neglecting anymore. It's time to get back in the mix.
Aggie, if you can hear me, you were right about everything.
Mr. Wizard sent $3. Any recommendations for places to stay in Vegas? Have to go in June for a wedding.
Yeah, what's that one? It's El Cortez. Yeah, the El Cortez on Fremont. Now I got put onto this a few years ago, maybe like 2023. I got put on, and it was renovated sometime, or like in the 2022, 2023. They did a lot of renovations there. It's on Fremont Street. So you have to know that you're going to have a lot of partying going on outside still, but it was not, the sound didn't bleed through. It was comfortable. They had a lot going on. I found it to be better than, I'd stayed on the Strip previously, and I felt that El Cortez was better. But that's, my one time there, so. So, yeah, that's what I would say. ADHD meds are one of the few drugs that have an actual return or benefit despite the price you pay. I do agree. I've been working like a dog last few days since I lost my job. That's the world we're living in, brother. Let's look up a new type beat. Something fresh. Fresh new type beat that we had going on here. What's the top stuff they got going on? Nems? I don't even know what artist that is. What's that sound like? Okay. Hold up. Turn that thing up a little bit. What's my marinade at, though? I don't know about that one. I think he's been pretty good beats lately. Okay, hold up, yeah. Yo! Woo! Yeah. Man's gotta eat. Man's gotta eat. Hit the lottery. Hit the lottery. Woo. I just bought 50 pounds of potatoes. Yeah, I'm throwing them bitch like nades though. Throwing them right to my neighbors. I said, let me make anything that you want, bro. let me go ahead and let you get you something to eat. Whether you need it stir fried in the walk or you want me to get it protect your comfy. Ooh, put it inside of the jar with the fat. I'm E-double-G and I got it like that. Yeah, they call me Mr. Eggy Gordon Ram. Ooh, cause I'm gonna ram you, B. No, that's what I used to do. But I got something in ramekins, and I tell you it is the best of food. Ooh, but I got the neighbors and neighbors, I'm hitting like Pied Piper. Thank you for subscription, Mr. Baby, and you know I'm lighter. I'm feeling so flyer, way more flyer than a pilot. I'm sending the neighbors right to my house, and I'm not going on a diet. I'm going in right with the spitters and right with all the rotisserie. I got a little stick right in the house, yeah, right in the skinny seat. Right in the top of the dome, and it's gonna color like chrome. Ooh, I roll them around, and I'm feeling full. Ooh, feeling so full when I'm sliding them up. Yeah, that's the neighbor shawarma. But I can't have no muscles coming around, I gotta do them bitches harm. I like what they're doing in around, but I don't want them coming right near to me. The neighbors are so near and dear to me. Oh yes, I'm eating them yearly. I'm eating them monthly and also weekly. Yes, it's so clean to me. Ooh, cooked it with me and so clean to me. Yes, I've been cleaning my neighbors. Dawn dish soap, yeah, cause I'm African neighbors something. Now hold on, let me remix this bitch real quick. I'll say it one time for the call. Oh, yeah, that's a remix right quick. Hold on. Fuck it one time. Man. I'm sorry, that bitch was too kind real quick, yeah, man. Squat. I'm tenderizing this meat though, hold on. Ooh.
Recollections.
I saw my neighbor walk up in his house. Where's the olive oil? I need a douse. Ooh, I'm gonna lock in like it was my spouse. Yeah, let me pull the ring on you. No, the ring will do. Yeah, ring around the rosy, it's a ring cooker. Woo, yeah, you know I got that sling cooker. Real quick, and then I'm gonna smoke 'em, that is, poke 'em, that is, with tenderization. Yeah, you know I got the marinades. I got them the best for days, you can't get them no type of ways. I was prepping for this before the Strait of Hormuz, and what I'm about to do, I'll make this soon to be some tofu. The way this meat is so tender, you're gonna think that it's true. Woo, it's gonna melt in your mouth, you'll be like, woo. I'm sorry, but the soil and greenest people. There's some soy jacks all around me. I'm about to do them evil. I'm about to season them with equal. Cause there ain't no sugar left. And if there is, you know I gotta caramelize that. Yeah, can you caramelize aspartame? I'm not sure. I don't even want to try cause I don't got enough to show them. I don't got enough to go around, but I got enough neighbors. I'm gonna be a butcher. I got my butcher paper. I got the twine too. I will not wine and dine you, but I will wine and dine too. Yes, and it's fine too. It's off your tenderloins and you, but I ain't gonna eat none of your eyes, fool. I ain't no mutant, I ain't no freak, I ain't no geek, I ain't no sicko. I just need something to eat because they stopped getting them ships on. Stop putting them ships on with the tankers of the oil, so I don't got no fertilizers, grow no shit about the soil. Gotta do what I do to get my nutrients in. Lot of protein, but I might have some new diseases.
Hope everyone has a blessed Easter. Cheers, dudes. Here's some Max Pina.
Slow roasted, please don't approach it. And if you do, I got the toaster, you get toasted. Ooh. Alright, thank you very much, Mr. It's Max Kino. This might be the last sending, because it's one of those days. The Max, Episode 3, Season 1, with... excuse me, you killed my hostage.
Now surrender, hopping boy, or this charming young chippy is added to my score. You killed my hostage. You killed my hostage. You killed my hostage! Woo. Ouch.
Road. I like it. Thank you, viewers of the 76 Friday. What am I doing for my Easter? Well, I'm about to end the stream. Sorry for that, but thank you for the support. It's only a small amount of time today. I just wanted to go live and talk about the State of the Union. You know, I don't think Blumph gave more than 2 hours yesterday, so me and him are on the same type of time in Aggie 2028. I'm going in. I'm running. But anyways, tonight I am cooking up some dishes. I'm bringing some slow roasted, delectable stew to Easter because I had some moose meat still. I don't want to say too much. A friend of mine was on an Alaskan hunt and slain a large moose. Sent me some moose meat on ice. I'm going to make moose stew for Easter, bring some up to the family. I got to drive about 500 miles. So, fuck. Hey, by the way, yeah, so I'm about to cut the stream off because I got work I got to do. But hit me up on everything. I'm doing verses again, $20 verses. Doing $20. Here's what I just did for one of my viewers. What do I got here? I think it's on my... Oh, yeah, so... I just did this for a nice $20. Somebody asked me, please do the Bible way to heaven or the Jesus way to heaven, and so I recited that. Hey everybody, Pastor Eggy here from Faithful Egg Baptist Church in Tempe, Arizona, in the United States of America. Into the lake of fire. It says that Jesus Christ died. Well, when he died on the cross, Jesus Christ, he gives us eternal life. Chasteneth and scourges every son whom he receiveth. Once we're saved, we are always saved. The devil's in thy name done. Ask to be saved right now. And give me eternal life, discipline. And you're not going to be blessed by God like you could. So, for such particular reasons as that, because I'm about to drive 1,000 miles in like 4 days. So, well, actually, no, that's not quite right. It's about 500 total, I should say, more or less. I'm sorry, that was a miscalculation on my part just now. But it's $5 a gallon gas, and that's about to hurt my pocket. So, it's all right though. Like I said, it was really just spur of the moment. I haven't been live for many days, of course, almost 2 weeks. I just, it's extremely scammy of me to not have been going live. But at the same time, I also am still very loaded up with jobs and gig work and things. I'm trying to find a really happy medium. I really, really am. But holy fucking shit. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. Well, I just happened to have my Twitter auto-refresh. And, well, how do I do this real quick? Okay. It's an interesting thing for me to be the last one to say here. But thank you, Hoganable. No, Mizzy just got gifted 3,700 paid subs at $5 each. So Mizzy just got gifted $20,000 in paid subs with less viewers than me instantly. So what can I say? You know what? So you get BTFO'd. You got to just put your hands up and say, hey, this woman just made $20,000 in one donation with less viewers than me. So that fish tank fame, you know what I'm saying, is really something. And Fish Tank, I haven't been watching the new season, but it sounds like it's the best season of all time, they're saying. And everybody's making a lot of money, and everybody's getting rich. Jet Neptune's making millions. And they're saying it's the best season of all time. Everybody's being super successful about it. So, anyways, I have to go move old people's furniture for $10 an hour, so I need to leave this minute. So anyway, thank you all very much for tuning in, though. I'm glad to be back, and we're keeping an eye on the situation. Right now, we're not drafted yet. That's good stuff and much appreciated. But if you're a Ploon, you really got to figure it out, because Donald Blump, he wants to murder us all for the glory of Israel. So I would say just consider it. If you have a good thing going on where you're like, I'm saying you're doing something and you're getting rich off of the Dump administration, and that's why you're with it, I would really appreciate if you put me on the game, because, you know what, fuck it, a man's got to eat. Anyways, when I conclude a broadcast, folks, there's a few words I like to say. I did look into that Secundus. Yes, thank you. I did, and there's been a conversation going on, and it's developing. There's definitely some possibilities going on there.
Eggy, if you can hear me, you were right about everything.
Incel coworker sent $1 DBDR as buy what a be who on Instagram.
Okay, buy what, buy who. All right, I'm gonna check that out. There's still irons in the fire for sure, and I am very hopeful, because it's like, how do I have a lot of on the paper, benefits and reasons, and I'm really trying to get in there. But whatever, being black chic. Well, I'm a committed relationship man, Mr. Eontavi, but, in the past, I'm all about what's on the inside that counts. So, if you're a nice, decent person, you know what? I was always open at those times, but you know, I'm spoken for now. But I was never prejudicial though, except for the fact that like 80% of them had AIDS and herpes or whatever. So yeah, I'd probably get one tested if I was in that position. But anyway, when I conclude a broadcast, viewers, I like to say they go to something as follows. Ciao. Goodbye for now. Our time together puts me on a cloud. When I, oh my, will never come down. Ooh. I should be back for a few hours tomorrow at least, folks. I unfortunately did have something come up today. It was so unfortunate because I was supposed to have tomorrow like all for the freebie. And I got a phone call about, I get a call back. It's a second interview, but it's a 45-minute drive call back. Oh my gosh. 45 minutes each way, and that's really each way. It's 45 minutes. I'm like, fuck. But your support today is going to pay for that gas. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. But until next time, folks, I'll be back for a little bit tomorrow, at least for a few hours. I think at least a few hours tomorrow, but probably around that ballpark. Until then, I will catch you again on the flip side. Peace.